Corroborative evidence from visits to villages in 7 Indian states and meetings with the Rural Development Minister Dr. C.P. Joshi has made us optimistic on the rural consumption growth. The government spent on rural growth is quite significant, which is approximately $27 billion and is almost expected to double in the next 2 years. The growth in rural consumption growth is set to accelerate. In our opinion, the thumping success of the UPA government in the 2009 general elections was in no small measure due to the rural schemes such as NREGA, which is the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, PMGSY, which is the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, and SSA, which is Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. The government spending on rural programs has witnessed a CAGR of 45% in the last 2 years. UPA government's flagship scheme NREGA, which assures every rural household employment for a minimum of 100 days a year, is leading to an increase in the wages, greater income visibility and decline in rural unemployment. The government is also investing heavily in upgrading roads and educational infrastructure. Even India's agrarian sector is on course for much faster income growth than at any point in the past. Productivity is increasing on a great scale due to improved mechanization and availability of power supply. With rural consumption set to cross the tipping points, all consumption proxies, especially FMCG and auto, will also see growth rates in the coming years. We estimate that cumulative government spending of the rural schemes will increase by 2.7 times between financial year 2007-2010 to $27 billion and then further increase by $23 billion to reach approximately $50 billion in financial year 2013. NREGA would be the largest contributor to this jump. The government has also come up with schemes to provide free and compulsory education to children in the age group of 6 to 14 years. They've also come up with midday meal schemes which is designed to provide free meals to students studying in the government schools. To address the problem of rural connectivity, the government has launched programs with the key objective to provide connectivity through good all-weather roads to all unconnected habitats with population of more than 500 persons. The next is rural electrification, which is viewed as critical for accelerating the rural growth. They have come up with policies which aim at provision of access to electricity to all households by 2009, high quality and reliable power supply at reasonable rates, and minimum lifeline consumption of 1 unit per household per day as a merit good by year 2012. Rural Electrification Corporation Limited, a PSU, is the nodal agency facilitating loan financing as well as coordinating with the state governments and state utilities. With the government finances under considerable stress, it is natural to be skeptical about the prospects of substantial increase in the government spending. An increase of $23 billion over 3 years would amount to approximately 0.7% of GDP annually. In our view, the current government is likely to manage the fiscal deficit targets for financial year 2011 along with the increased spending on the key rural schemes. Some of the large items that can contribute to the reduction in fiscal deficit for financial year 2011 are as follows. Financial year 2011 would not have large expenditures such as farm loan waivers and pay commission errors. Revenue buoyancy from indirect tax rate increases. Increased disinvestment proceeds. 3G auction likely to add to the government receipts. And corporate tax collections likely to rise. All things considered, the government should comfortably be able to maintain the rural spending momentum. Inclusive growth is also gathering steam. Growth in rural incomes has not only become more resilient but also accelerated, driven by increase in mechanization in farms, improvement in power availability which has increased utilization levels of the irrigation infrastructure, and enhancement of rural infrastructure, mainly roads, which has supported 1.7% annual growth in yields over financial year 2004-09, up from 1.4% annually during financial year 1999 to 2004. The change in regulations to allow direct sale of farm produce has reduced the share of intermediaries. Additionally, the government's thrust on ensuring remunerative prices for farmers has led to an unprecedented increase in prices of soft commodities, that's 8.7% of CAGR for food grains during the UPA government's tenure versus 5.2% of CAGR during the previous 5 years. Further, NREGA will drive great mechanization owing to labor price increase, and an increase in irrigation levels, especially on private lands. Improved power availability will further reduce monsoon-related volatility.